Now, after about 400 years, a philosopher named Pythagoras gave the same result, but in a very different and easy way. He was a philosopher of Greece. He was a marvelous man. And he was the man who invented theorem after the Thales. Now, he said the same thing as Sulva Sutra said, but in a different way. You can understand, and you have learned about it in your previous classes. But they gave also the proof of it. This is the important thing. Bodhaya never gave the proof. He had observed things in practical life and gave the result in a statement. He never wrote about it, how you can prove it. But the Pythagoras wrote about it, how can you prove my statement? What was the statement? You all know that if your angle of consideration is here theta, then it becomes P and it becomes B and H. So the famous formula, you already know about it. H square equal to P square plus B square. Or you can say P square is equal to H square minus B square. Similarly, you can also say B square is equal to H square minus P square. Yes or not? These two relationships are actually derived by this relationship. So the Pythagoras said that the largest square of the largest side must be equal to the sum of squares of the smaller sides. I am not giving here the proof of Pythagoras theorem. You will study one proof of it in 10th class, chapter similar triangle. But if you know about the more proofs, more than one proofs, you can contact Shiksha Vinaya. Now, by using these theorems, we can now derive some trigonometric relationship. Here we want to derive some identities. What are identities? You have already known about it in previous classes. Identity are those relationships which are accurate in every particular condition. For example, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square is true for every value of a and b. Yes or not? That's why it is an identity. So you can say the equation which holds for every value of variables is known as identity. It means it is a special kind of equation. So here we also find some relationship, some equations in trigonometry by using Pythagoras or Sulva Sutra. As we know, the Sulva Sutra said P square plus B square equal to H square, and dividing by H square we can get P square by H square plus B square by H square is equal to H square by H square. According to law of exponent, if the power is same, then we can take it as a whole. Yes or not? So I take it as a whole is equal to 1. Now, by the naming of T ratio, we already know that P by H is named as sin theta and B by H named as cos theta. it becomes sin theta whole square plus cos theta whole square is equal to 1. Have you understood? And it can be also written as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. It's just a symbol. Sin theta whole square can be written also as sin square theta. Similarly, cos theta whole square can be written as cos square theta. So we have got an important relationship of trigonometry. Now I want to clear your confusion here. You may mistake. Sin square theta must not equal to sin theta square. Both have different meaning. Here theta is squared. Here sin theta is squared. Are you getting my point? Similarly, sin square theta does not equal to sin whole square theta. Because sin is a symbol, sin is a name, according to the perspective of theta. That's why name cannot be squared. So sin square theta simply means sin theta whole square, not sin whole square theta. Are you getting my point? Sin square theta actually means sin theta whole square. So after now you have to write correct symbol, or don't create any confusion about the symbol of this trigonometric ratio. Now I give you some important information about trigonometry, that cos, sin, tan, cot, etc. have no meaning in itself at all, because these names are given by some perspective, so it must include some angle, it has some perspective or direction or angle. That's why cos, sin have no meaning. So we can say sin 2, sin theta, sin 30 degree, sin 90 degree, they are meaningful, but sin, cos are not meaningful. Have you got my point? These are the things you have to remember about it. Now we have derived one of the identities here, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. You can derive another important relationship identities, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1, and sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1 by dividing p square or b square 1 by 1. This is for you. You have to do in your notebook. This is easy. So after proving all these identities and understanding my point, then you can solve this kind of relationship by yourself. This is a problem for you. You can write down this kind of problem by pausing my video and solve it. Now here also some problem. You can write it. There are 10 problems here. You can write it. So if you face any problems, mail me or comment on my YouTube channel or contact at Shiksha Vinay. If you want to tackle more and more problem for your depth, for your skill, then you can go for 10th class book in chapter trigonometry. You have to solve. I will help you. Okay. This is the basic knowledge about trigonometry. I will give you some further learning about trigonometry in the next lecture. Thank you.